In today's video, we're going to be going over a complete beginner's guide to getting started with WordPress and Hostinger. So we'll be going through each step to help you get started in today's video. We'll be using Hostinger for the hosting because it's affordable, beginner friendly, and it includes a free domain name for the first year. The link below this video will take you to Hostinger, where you can get a great discount and support the channel at the same time, helping us create more free videos just like this one. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Step one is choosing the right Hostinger plan. So when you go ahead and click the link down below in the description, you're going to land on Hostinger's page, which you'll see right here. So when you click on claim the deal, like I said, it's going to bring you down here to Hostinger's three different plans. There's the premium, the business plan, and the cloud startup plan. Now, if this is your very first website and you're just getting started in web development, then the premium plan's probably more than enough for most of you watching this video. So from here, you can go ahead and just click on choose plan. And lastly, all we need to do here is go ahead and select the period that you want to commit to. There's a 1 month, 12 month, 24, and 48 month option. For this example, we'll go ahead and just select a 12 month option. Now, the last thing that you're gonna wanna do here is come over to coupon code area, type in my first website, click apply, and then for only $32.29, you're gonna get a full year of hosting with Hostinger, which is a really great deal. So again, be sure to click the link down below in the description and use code MyFirstWebsite at checkout. Now, once you've gone ahead and chosen the Hostinger plan that's right for you, your dashboard will look something like this. Now, to go ahead and create our very first website using Hostinger and WordPress, we're gonna come over here to the website section. Now, from here, we're just gonna go ahead and choose the hosting plan that we just purchased and click add website. Now, from here, we have a couple different options. There's a WordPress option, a Hostinger website builder option, as well as just an empty PHP or HTML website. And lastly, you could also migrate your website from another provider as well. For this example, we're gonna be using WordPress because it's one of the most popular website builders on the internet, and it allows for a lot of flexibility. So we're just gonna go ahead and click on WordPress here. Now from here, it's just gonna ask you to create a password for this website, and we'll go ahead and click next once we do that. And then here's just gonna ask you what type of website do you wanna build. And there's a couple different options here to choose from. There is the business services, online store, blog, portfolio, or other. For this example, I'm gonna go ahead and click on blog, as that's just a pretty simple type of website, and I think it'll be good for this example. And we'll go ahead and click on next. And from here, we can go ahead and choose some different templates here. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and skip this, and I'll show you why in a minute. And we'll just click on build from scratch. We'll go ahead and just choose add blank site for now. And then it's gonna go ahead and suggest some plugins to work on top of WordPress. So it went ahead and selected some, which these are fine. And I'll also go ahead and add a couple other here. We'll go ahead and type in Elementor. This is a page builder, which is going to allow us to just edit our page a little bit better. So we want Elementor website builder, and we'll go ahead and also add this essential add-on for Elementor. Also go ahead and search for Yoast SEO. We'll go ahead and check that, as well as starter templates. And we'll go ahead and click on that. We'll go ahead and click next. Now, this is where you can go ahead and claim your free domain from Hostinger. I've already gone ahead and used the free domain for this account, so I'm just gonna use a temporary domain, but this is one of the areas where you can go ahead and claim that free domain. So go ahead and just click on use temporary domain. And now we just give WordPress a few minutes to get everything working on the back end before we start building our website. Okay, and after a few minutes, we can go ahead and see that WordPress has gone ahead and done its thing and gotten our website ready. Okay, so now that WordPress is set up, we're ready to make some foundational adjustments in the dashboard. So we'll come over here to settings, and we'll go ahead and click on permalinks. And then we just wanna make sure that if it's not already, that post name is selected here. Again, that's just gonna change your URL structure, which is just easier to read, and it helps with search engines as well. Go ahead and click save changes. All right, now it's time to choose and customize a theme. So let's go ahead and pick a theme to give our website a more professional look. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and come over here to appearance and click on themes. And from here, you're gonna go ahead and see a variety of options. Now, if you wanna keep things simple, we can go ahead and use starter templates. And this plugin will guide you through selecting and installing a theme that fits your style. Now, before we go ahead and choose a theme, let's actually come here to plugins and just make sure that all the plugins that we selected are activated. So it looks like every plugin that we have is in fact activated. We can tell because their button says deactivate, not activate, which means that it's activated. So that's good. So we'll go ahead and come back here to appearance, and we'll click on starter templates. So from here, it's just gonna ask us a couple questions, whether we want an AI website builder or a classic starter template. For this example, we'll go ahead and use the starter template, and it's gonna ask what page builder we wanna use, whether that's the block editor, Elementor, or Beaver builder. We'll use Elementor. And then from here, you can go ahead and select your theme, which is gonna be just sort of the layout and style of your website. Now, most of these are free, but if you see this premium thing up here, that means that that is a a paid template. So if you don't want to spend any money on a theme, just make sure you pick one that is not a premium theme. Okay, I sort of like the looks of this one right here. So I'll go ahead and select that. And then if you have a logo, you can go ahead and upload that here. You can also go ahead and change the overall fonts. That'll just be throughout your website. I kind of like the looks of that one. And then we can also choose the color, but it looks like this is a little bit more of a black and white style anyway. So I'm just gonna go ahead and leave that as is. And we'll go ahead and click continue. From here, it's just gonna ask us to select any features that we'd like on this website, like a contact form, donation, sales funnel. We're gonna go ahead and just leave this all as is and hit continue. And then from here, it's gonna install and activate the Astra theme. And we're gonna go ahead and ask it to not share our sensitive data and go ahead and submit and build my website. Okay, and just like that, in 17 seconds, our website was built. So let's go ahead and click on view website. And there we go. Just like that, we have our WordPress website up and running. And now let's go ahead and customize it a bit. Now up at the top, we have a couple different options to go ahead and customize this website. We can customize using the WordPress block editor that's built into WordPress, or we can go ahead and edit with Elementor. We're gonna go ahead and use Elementor because it's a bit more user-friendly. So let's go ahead and click on this. Okay, and now we are inside of Elementor, which is one of the most popular page builders for WordPress. So like I said at the beginning, we're gonna go ahead and make a blog. So we'll go ahead and edit this. Now you can go ahead and just type right into Elementor like this. I'll say hi. And then let's go ahead and change this image to something like a camera. So we'll go ahead and come over here and go ahead and choose image. Now from here, you can go ahead and upload an image if you'd like, or we can go ahead and search images and use some stock images. So we'll go ahead and just type in camera. And I'm a Sony guy, so I like the looks of this one right here. So we'll go ahead and click on that, and we'll go ahead and click insert image. And that looks okay. So when using the Elementor page builder, we have this little panel over here where we can go ahead and click into all the different elements within the page builder. So Elementor calls things containers. So again, if we click on this and we go ahead and turn that eye on and off, we can go ahead and see that that disappears, that top section there. So this container is this whole area here up at the top. If we press the drop down arrow, we can go ahead and see all the different elements within it. So scrolling down here, there are a ton of different containers that I don't really need access to. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're just gonna come down here to the bottom and start hiding some of these just to clean up our homepage here. And we'll go ahead and edit this section here. Okay, and so that's how easy it is to go ahead and just edit any pages on your website using Elementor. Now, one thing that's really important to keep in mind when you're editing your website is to go ahead and check how it looks on different devices by clicking these buttons up here. So right now we are currently on what it would look like as a desktop, but if we come over here to tablet, we can go ahead and see how this looks on something like an iPad. And if we come over here, we go ahead and see what it looks like on mobile. And it's just really important to make sure that your website looks good on all sorts of devices because so much search comes from especially phones these days. So you want to make sure that everything is good to go. Now, once you're starting to like the way things look, we want to come up here and click on publish to make sure that we save our changes. Okay, so after we went ahead and did that, let's go ahead and just preview this. So we'll go ahead and click on view page, and there we go. I think this is a pretty clean looking template. So we'll go ahead and click on this to go ahead and go back to WordPress. Now, it's helpful to have a contact form so that visitors can reach out to you directly. So let's go ahead and come over here to WP Forms, and we'll go ahead and click on add new form. So when we come here, we can go ahead and choose a blank form or choose from a template. So here we have a simple contact form, a newsletter sign up form, automobile information form. But for this, we'll go ahead and just select the simple contact form and click on use template. And here we can see that it's just pretty basic. It's got first, last name, email, and a comment or message, which is perfect. So we'll go ahead and click on save. We'll go ahead and click embed here. And then this is gonna ask to embed it in a page. So we can either select an existing page or create a new page. We'll go ahead and select existing page, and we'll go ahead and add this to the home page and click let's go. Okay, so now that we're here in Elementor, we're gonna go ahead and click on WP Forms. So from here, now we have WP Forms on the page builder, and we'll go ahead and just select simple contact form. And now we have that simple form that we just created there. Now, earlier when I went ahead and turned off those containers, it didn't delete them. So I'm gonna get rid of those. So we can just go ahead and right click to delete, right click to delete, right click and delete, and right click and delete. And we'll go ahead and get rid of this one here as well. Just have a super minimal homepage, and we'll go ahead and click publish, and we'll come up here and click preview changes. So now we have this super simple homepage with this contact form here on the bottom. So again, after completing these customizations, it's time to see how everything looks. And that's where you want to click click preview so you can go ahead and see how your website looks as the visitors coming to your website will see it. So congratulations, you've now just built your first website using WordPress. Now, while this tutorial covers just the basics, remember that there's always more that you can do to improve and expand your site. Now, we'll be creating more videos in the future with in-depth tutorials on advanced WordPress features, so stay tuned for that. Now, if you want to get started with Hostinger to create your own very first website using WordPress, then we'll leave a link down below in the description. This is an affiliate link, which means that we earn a small commission when you use it at no extra cost to you. And these commissions really help support the channel to allow us to continue making free content just like this. So if you end up using those links, we thank you so much in advance. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another video. Here on this channel, we make videos on how to create websites, explore different website builders, talk about domain names, and so much more, so be sure to subscribe. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.